start this on advanced. And unlike the other co-op missions, this one you can just head straight into. You don't need a group. You can do it solo. It's
This is
best to do it
definitely the
solo.
place. I'm reading Varys's
So
cargo
when you
loud
first
and
come in
clear.
through, there's gonna be two mobs right here. You just kill those off,
Listening in, Arc
just like
Hunter.
so.
When you
Sometimes
find the ones
they
that
can
hire
drop
the
some loot.
raiders, bring him to
Every
me.
enemy that you kill in here has a
Alive.
chance to drop loot,
I have
which is
a
why
list.
it's pretty much a good loot farm or a loot cave.
Return this criminal to be
So
taken
I'm gonna
with
kill
you.
these guys right here. And
No one will call
before I
it
get too deep
success when
into the
I call
video,
the
it
people
is
hired
best
you.
to warn you that
I'll make an
if you
example of
have
him.
if you're using a rocket launcher or a critical hit weapon, it's best to either have Pinata, which is going to give you a 3% drop chance, or you can use right here just reward, where if you get a critical kill, it gives you another 3%. Now, an ideal weapon to get a 6% chance from both of these weapons would either be an explosive precision weapon. I have one such as this one right here, Bombardier SMG. It explodes and you can also get critical hits with it. Those are just a few of the options. I'm still fairly new to the game, so if there is more, please let me know down below in the comments. Essentially, you want to kill everything you see. Disable this. Sometimes it can make more come out the door, just like that. Sometimes it spawns enemies. Yep, right there. Sometimes it spawns enemies there, and sometimes it doesn't. It's a little weird. Oh, as you can see right there, our first drop within the video, live video. Our first drop right here. Like I said, nothing. I've never see anything under tier 4. Now, I don't know if that's because I have the drop chance, but literally, like, I've ran this mission probably hundreds of times now, and I've never seen anything blue. It's always been purple and gold. Now, if you have a group and you're trying to farm this mission, I advise you to farm an expo mission or an expedition, as you get better drops from there, and it's a lot easier to do within a group. Now, if you're a solo player and you don't have a clan or a friend group or just anyone to really play with, then this is probably like the best way to do it, or get mods in general. I've seen some weapons, but mainly I've seen like mods and shields drop from here. Now, I kind of made a mistake. I was supposed to leave one of them alive because if you leave one of them alive, they hit this button here, and what happens is it spawns. It's almost like calling for backup. Hopefully, I can drag one in here and he calls it. I don't think he will though. Yeah, no, he won't. Essentially, what that does is it spawns more enemies, and more enemies, the better chances you have of getting, loot. Just treat it as the regular mission. Just go through and clear everything. That was kind of a weird video to up on my channel, but as you can see right there, another gold drop or tier 5 drop. And this isn't even really getting into the loot drop,
Seal
or
the
the
doors,
loot cave
trap the
part. So now
bastard,
we're
and
here.
smoke 'em
So
out.
this is the part where I
Get to
discovered
that
this
door
by
and I'll see what I
mistake.
can do.
You click this button and they spawn in two areas. They spawn in that corner down there, and they spawn all throughout here. Now in a group, it's a little harder to do this because not everyone's gonna get the killing blow. So pinata is not gonna proc for everyone. Um, it's really efficient if you do it by yourself. You have a higher chance
I'm
of
into the system. I'll need
getting
some time to get
pinata
this
to
open.
proc. And all you do is you just
Polycarp,
shoot down
a
there,
woman of your status may not have the stomach for this.
literally. And depending on your build, sometimes you'll never even have to reload. And as you can see down there's another gold
I'm
or
not
another
going
tier 5.
anywhere.
This is taking longer than expected.
Take a
These
moment to
raiders
kill
have
those
much
off.
better tech than I've seen them use before. Almost through. I've accessed their loading machinery and introduced a
Now I've
virus
I've grown really accustomed to the mob cannon, BOT mob cannon. Now this loot cave isn't 100% guaranteed. You know, sometimes you go through the cave and you don't find anything. That's pretty normal. As long as you don't step too far back into over there, when the door eventually opens, they'll just keep spawning. Not indefinitely, but they eventually do stop spawning. But for the meantime, even when the door does open, they'll keep spawning. Like right now, the door is open. As long as I stand fairly close away from that door, fairly far away from the door, they'll keep spawning. Rinse and repeat, literally. There's not too many missions out there that you can do solo and get this many chances, or even get a chance of dropping tier 5. So now that we've cleared everything, I just go through, pick up everything. It's also good for script. You know, if you don't have Patreon, or I think that's what it's called, the membership, you can farm this and you'll get a whole lot of script here too. So as you can see, we got a afflictor. Not the best tier 5, but I mean it's a tier 5. You can sell it to a player, or you can keep it if you tend to use it. So you can see we got two tier 5s from this one mission. Not the best tier 5s, obviously, but you know, its potential, and that's what makes this such a good hidden in plain sight, as the name suggests. After you clear that, you have two options. You could either reset the whole mission, or you could just clear it through. Now, if I'm in a group of two or more, then I'll reset it after we finish the loot farm, because not everyone will want to play through the whole mission, and so it's a little faster to
We've got
just
raiders
do
on
it
the
that
way,
way. But if
and
I'm
they've
doing
got
it solo
serious
for the
firepower.
XP wise, leveling up, and pretty much anything else, or for your art forges, I just clear out the mission. Now, when you clearing out, you decide to finish the end, clear out all the regular enemies first, and then pull this guy, the henchman, pull him away, just in case, like, if anything drops, if there was a purple over here, if any loot drops, you won't be able to pick it up after the mission is over. It just ends. It goes straight to a cutscene. So it's better to kill all the little guys first, and then kill the big man. Ooh, that hurt. It's okay to go down. If you go down from this guy, it's fine. It's not like the expedition where you have to force reset everything. So as you can see, it just cuts straight to a black screen. So like, you don't get a chance. And you can always skip the cutscene, but you can't move around. You can still get shot from any AIs that's up and running, but other than that, you can't really do too much. So that's gonna wrap up the video. I mean, I'll put in a few more clips here and there, but that's pretty much the premise, or not clips, pictures here and there, but that's pretty much the video in itself. Uh, Nice little loot cave, you know, two tier 5s from, that was a really good run. Two tier 5s from one mission, plus a few mods here and there, or a shield. This is old, let's not count that, but you know, two tier 5s and one tier 4, pretty decent. And like I said, that mission is fairly quick. Like I was explaining the video, but if you know what you're doing and you can just run through everything, there's really no way you can't clear that under like 5 minutes. So you can picture the amount of loot that you can get within an hour just sitting there farming that one mission. But yeah, If you know any other useful tips or any other useful methods, leave them down below in the comments. Thank you for tuning in.